Hey everybody, once again Mike and Moose here, and today we're finishing the build on the Airfix A-18A Hornet by adding the fuel tanks, the weapons, and the final touches to the jet itself. Final construction is next on Modeling with Mike. Alright, and welcome back to the bench, and let's go over what we did last time. Last time we put our side pods on as well as our air intakes, did the landing gear and all the doors, and we also found out that this is a tail sitter. So I was going to put some, I was going to open this up, put some weight in there so it would sit on all the landing gear. But when I'm done with these, I hang them up on the, underneath my wire shelves in the closet. So this is going to be hanging up anyway, so it doesn't really matter if it's sitting on its wheels or not. So I just decided to leave it be. And as you can see, got a little discoloration. That's sprue goo that I added in there to, you know, just fill up the gaps and the seam lines. And you know, that'll get sanded off at a later time off camera. I'll probably do that after this part is done. So today we're doing parts 15 through 21, which is basically all we're doing is putting together the fuel tanks, the weapons, the bombs, and the rockets, putting them all on the jet itself, and then we'll be done with construction. So let's start with number 15. These are the fuel tanks. So they just go together like, make sure you get the right sides. They go together like so. And notice there is a huge seam line that I'm going to have to scrape off. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, I'm going to get them even and get my extra thin here. Make sure I got everything nice and even before I add the extra thin. You want to make this as easy as possible to clean up. And just add the extra thin to it and let it do its thing. Just let it go down, get into the seam. After it gets put together, we're going to take our knife, clean up the seam, and we're going to use our thin sprue goo. Just put a light coat over it. So we have it glued. We'll go in here, use the back of the knife, and be very careful when you're doing this. Your sharp edge is going to be facing up, and you are in prime shape to be stuck. Number one, being stuck with a hobby knife is painful. Number two, you don't want to bleed all over your part. So there we go. There, and we'll take our sprue goo. Actually, I want to get a little more taken off here, so we'll turn it around and just get it just a little more closer. And you don't want to press too hard, just let that blade scrape along there. And there we go. And we still have a seam there, so we'll take our sprue goo, just go very lightly over there. We just want a very light coating. We just want it, all we want to do is cover up that seam so it's not there anymore when we paint it. You might want to sand it down a little bit after it's dried off, but basically, there you go, it's done. So we want to put it right on the pylon here, and this has one way of going on, one way that it fits. Put that on like that, add a little extra thin to it. There's one side, and there's the other. Straighten that out, and there's number 15. So we'll keep doing this for 16 and 17. And that will be number 17. Okay, now turn this over. Number 18, got number 75 right here. 76 goes on 75 like so. So we'll just put some extra thin on here in the holes. We will put this on here. Perfect. Oh, except for the fact that it's sitting on my fingers. All right, straighten it out, and there we go. Now, we're gonna let that dry. While it's drying, we put these small bottoms together. And I believe we're done with the sprue goo. So that goes away. All we gotta do, glue these together. And there we go on that side. Then we'll glue it on this side, thin down the seam. We'll let those two halves harden. And we'll put these two halves together. And this is just really quite straightforward. And then we have these together. So we will, let's see which way. This goes like that, and these go on each side like this. Perfect. Okay, so we'll get this up like that. Get some extra thin on there. And the pylon, a little bit on the holes here. And we will attach the bomb right into there. Now as for the other one, straighten this pylon out. There we go. Now, all these sections are simply putting the weapons and the pylons together. Then we'll attach them, step 20, we'll attach them to the plane. There we go. And we will let that dry. Move on to number 19, which is the other one. And there we have part 19, step 19, I should say. And then we turn the plane over. Here we go. Here comes big time fun. Number 15. That's the main tank. So go down the center right here. Let's see. There you go. So we will put some extra thin on there, some in the holes, and we will put that right in there, like so. And there is that. Okay, now 18, wait, 16, yeah. 16 is this one here, and this one like this. Goes on the second set of holes. I'll clean this up a bit. There we go. Open these up. There we go. Straight. Yes. Now I'm going to turn off make sure everything's straight here. Nice. I'm going to turn off the camera and let all this stuff dry for a little bit, and we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So we are going to put these two missiles on their appropriate pylons, which would be right about like that. So we'll put some extra thin down here. Get our missile here, and on it goes. There we go, beautiful. And one goes on one side, one goes on the other. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna let it dry here. While we're letting it dry, we're gonna put the other side on. And then we'll do the same to this side. And there we go. We will put this pylon in place and get it in there. And bingo, the pylons are in place, our missiles are in place. So, there we go. Now all we have to do is put these side missiles on each side. This one goes on this side, it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's all the same. So that fits on, let's see here. This fits on, hopefully like so. I would hate to get this far, and there we go. That goes right in there. Little nub there, little slot right there. And they fit nicely together. So, little extra thin there. Some in the slot. Oh my. There we go. In there. Very nice. Well, we're going to hold it here in place so that extra thin can do its thing. There we go. I'm going to put a little more extra thin down in here. Got a hair in there. Looking good. Loving it. Do the same thing on this here. Then all we have to do is the tail hook and two little aerodynamic pieces on the top, and we will be done with the build. Yay. We'll be ready to sand this down, take it to the booth for a little bit of primer work and get it ready for that special paint job I've been telling you about. There we go. Let that sit there for a second. All our armament will be on. Let that extra thin take hold. Beautiful. There we go. There's all our armament. So now we have our tail hook. Every jet has a tail hook. So it's just gonna sit down here like so. See if I can get this a little more even here. Alright. I'm gonna do a little more. Alright, and we're back. Had to change the battery on the camera. And we did a little doctoring here. So had a little nub that was right there. Little nub right there I had to nip off and sand down. So this could sit straight on there like that. So we will put some extra thin on here. And let's see. Come over here and get my tweezers here. Line it up. And there we go. And there is the tail hook. Now, all I gotta do, let's turn this over. Get this set up. There we go. And we have two little fin type things here. These are going to go in these little indentations on each side. And it'll go set like that. So, here's what we're going to do. Let's just grab the part here. Little extra thin there. And some extra thin down there. I want to see. Let me see here. Fill the space. Okay. Down the side here. There we go. There's that. And over here, do the same thing. Grab this. There we go. No, that doesn't. I put them down in the wrong place. Let's see here. Okay, and there we go. Let's see, I had one. We need to replace the door here. That went sort of bye-bye. That's no problem. We'll do that real quick right now. Just like we did last time. There we go. And that, folks, is that. Okay, we're gonna have to add some extra thin there. Set this back up and we'll be done. Aye, little turd. There you go, you little womp rat. So, that is it. It is ready to be sanded. I'm going to let this all dry. There's the top. There's the bottom with all its armaments. And this tail hook. Yeah, I'll just let that go and straighten it out later. There we go. Okay. And there we go. So there we go. That is the A-18A Hornet from Airfix, 1/72 scale. And construction is now complete. We are ready to take it over once it's dry. We'll take it over and we're gonna sand it down and we're gonna we're gonna tape it off and prime it and paint it and have a clear coat on it. So that's what is next. What's next is, like I said, primer, a couple of coats of paint. We'll paint the bottom first, and then we have a special camo paint job we're gonna do on top. And yeah, we're gonna do that and put a coat of clear on there, get it ready for decals. So that's what's coming up next. So, brings me to the question, do you prefer building aircraft clean or fully armed, such as this one is? Let me know about it in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And remember, all the links to everything pertaining to the channel, all the links, all the discount codes, all that, you can always find that in the video description. Don't forget about merch. There is a link to that in the video description. Go on over to the store and check out the merch. Remember, I've only had one taker so far. Memberships are active right now, $1.99 a month. Just go on to the join button, either on the video description or the channel description. There is a join button on either of those, and press it and follow the directions. $1.99 a month for memberships. So don't forget about that. So next video, as I said, I'm gonna sand this down off camera once everything dries, and we're going to prime this. We're gonna do the paint job on it and do a clear coat, get it ready for decals. So that'll be next video. So have nothing else. The thing's built. So you know what we always say around here, never stop pushing your modeling boundaries. And until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.